What's going on, everybody? Welcome into HBCU Huddle. This Thanksgiving week, HBCU Huddle. I am CJ, joined alongside, as always, by Mike. Mike, what's going on, man?
Hey, happy holiday week, man. Thanksgiving week, big time week. Family, friends, football, fun, and another episode of the HBCU Huddle. So from our crew to yours, happy holidays. Let's kick this season off the right way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ronnie's not here, but here she go.
There she is.
There's Ronnie, and that's the homie Black right there.
Yeah.
We decided to rename her.
K-Beezy, K-Black. K-Black right there.
K
Delaware
Black.
State's own and Mississippi Valley State's own, for sure.
Great show lined up for you this week. We're going to preview Benedict, Albany State, Part 3.
Part 3, yeah.
3 times the past 6 weeks,
yes.
These two teams have faced off. This time, playoff implications.
Yeah.
Not implications, they're in the playoffs.
They're in, yeah.
It's a playoff matchup.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about them. We're also going to take a look at this week's slate of games as well. We got a tremendous guest for you guys lined up today as well. Albany State's head coach is going to give us a join. Shout out to Quinn Gray. He'll be on this episode. We also got some band news. We know who's going to be performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We'll talk about that. Look at my ballot. Look at the polls. And this week's Pick 6 is another good one. Holiday traditions. Any holiday. All holidays.
Yes.
Throw them all in there. Holiday traditions.
Yes.
So we've got that line coming your way as well. But let's get things started where I started at when I was describing the show and giving you guys the rundown. Let's start with the game of the week. Benedict versus Albany State. Part 3. Let's take a look at some of the notes that you guys need to know. Albany State, this is their first postseason win since 2010 last week. Won their first postseason game since 2010. 13.4 points per game allowed is the third fewest in all of D2 for the Golden Rams. They allowed just 3 teams, 1, 2, 3, to score more than 21 points in a single contest this season. And they got a D2 playoff record of 4-14 with one of those wins coming this year. Benedict had an incredible finish to their game against Wingate. If you missed it, I don't know how. It was number 2 on SportsCenter's Top 10 on Sunday. They had basically a Music City Miracle type of a play. They came back from 24 points down to beat Wingate in the first round. 2 losses on the year, just 2. Both of them, though, to Albany State, to the Golden Rams. This is their 3rd playoff appearance in 4 years, continuing to keep rolling even though Chanis Berry has left. And their 40 sacks this year is tied for 3rd most in all of D2. Before we get to this game, can we talk about just a moment? It's about a week out, but like just for a moment, how incredible that finish was in the Benedict Wingate game. Like that was an improbable victory coming back from down 24-0. They were down 24-0. You see it there. It is now 19-24. Throw the bubble screen out to one side of the field, and then just throw the ball clear back across the field as time expires. Gone to the house, Mike Wallace.
That is, I think that's even, and he broke a tackle right there at the 15-yard line to get in the rest of the way. So, to me, that's even more incredible than the Music City Miracle. Number one, because that pass was clearly from one sideline to the other. So, to throw the pass, to catch the pass, and then to have the speed to go straight down the sideline and break a tackle, Wingate, man, somebody must have been praying for Benedict right there because Wingate had 3 different ways to win that game and just stop that play, and they couldn't do it. So this was improbable, man, and it was what an incredible, fantastic finish to that game. No penalties on the play, and that's a miracle within itself too. So, hey, Benedict, Albany State, Part 3, as you said, man, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are the last 2 D2 schools in the
HBCUs.
HBCUs. Last two HBCUs in the D2 ranks left in the playoffs. Virginia Union lost a tough one to the school out of Pennsylvania. Why do I want to call them California?
Oh, it is California.
It's California, right? Lost to the California school out of Pennsylvania. Then you had Johnson C. Smith lose, putting the end on a really, really good season for them. And shout out to Kentucky State as well. Mike, what do you like in this matchup?
You know, I like the fact that you got to play this team 3 times, right? Now, one of those games was a clear blowout. It was a clear rout. The first one was a clear rout.
I think 31-3.
Benedict came back and played a little bit better for the right to get to the conference championship or win the conference championship. But can you beat a team 3 times in that short span? You probably could if you're clearly the better team. But, man, when Benedict wins a game like they did and to do that on the road, they certainly will catch Albany State's attention. But Albany State has been dominant, man. I can see why, and we'll get to them later in the poll segment. But I can see why somebody out there gave them a first-place vote in the HBCU overall media poll. So kudos to them, man. They're doing a great job. And I'm looking, like I said, this game is going to be a fantastic game and a showcase because the winner advances to what becomes, the round of 8 at that point. So you almost in the you are in the quarterfinals if you win this game.
Man, Albany State's defense is elite.
Yeah.
The way that they do things, the way that they play ball is at a really, really high level all around.
Yeah.
Offense, special teams, but that defense is something real special. Let's go to our picks. Before we go to our picks, throw it up. Mike, I thought about it. I thought about just picking all the games you picked. You sent your picks in first. I was like, yo, I might just.
That's how you ride it all the way through.
But it's not a whole lot of games this week.
Nah, you can hold on. You got a 4-game lead.
I got a 4-game lead. We differ.
2 weeks of games to play.
We differ on 2, so there's 4 this week.
Okay.
Then there's SWAC Championship, Celebration Bowl, and possibly some more in the D2 ranks as well. So But after this week, Mike,
I think
if I'm still up, I'm just gonna pick all the games you pick, man. Mike is sitting there.
You're just gonna run the clock.
Yeah, Mike is sitting there at 81-38. Ronnie is sitting there at 71-53, and I am 85-34. Let's go ahead and pick this game. Starting here, Mike.
Yeah.
Who do you got in Albany State versus Benedict Part 2?
I can't go against Albany State. They've proven not once, and twice that they're the better team, and it wasn't really even close in either game. It was closer in that second game, but what Albany State has done this year has been nothing short of remarkable. They're the number 1 seed in their bracket, in their side, and I got Albany State winning this one. Benedict is going to play it close, but Albany State gets a true home game on this one, and I think they're going to go ahead and take care of business. Absolutely,
I'm on you. On your side with the Albany State pick. Ronnie is as well.
Yep.
The only trepidation I have. Like, if it's hard to beat a team 3 times, it's got to be doubly hard to beat the same team 3 times in a 6-week period. These guys on the road.
Yeah.
These guys are super familiar with one another. It's going to be a good one. I look forward to watching this and seeing how it all plays out. And no matter what, we get HBCU into the next round. So I'm always happy about that. Less so that it's a SEAC HBCU, not named Tuskegee, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Next game up, what do we have? We have Alabama State taking on Tuskegee, and everybody is
That's your Turkey Day, right? Turkey Day Classic?
Turkey Day Classic, man. The way it should be.
Come on, CJ, what you doing, man?
These two should always play in this game.
Don't back your way into it. Don't bury the lead. What's going on right there, man? Why are you picking against your team, yo?
I'm pretty sure I changed that later. I think that I did. That I changed it later.
What you mean change? It doesn't need to be changed.
I think I changed it to Tuskegee later.
Why? Why wasn't it Tuskegee from jump?
Mike, because I got things to win, dog. Like, it just don't make sense for Tuskegee and me to lose. Why we both gotta lose?
That's right. You said it. The standings is tightening up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I changed it. But it's wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Okay, there it is. Ronnie took Alabama State.
Okay.
So let's make sure we get that right. Ronnie took Alabama Sate. I did take Tuskegee. I put it in there as Alabama State, though, full disclosure. Because it just why we all gotta lose.
You're gonna sacrifice on this one.
We both don't gotta lose, right? I'm only up by 4. I lose this one, I'm only up by 3.
It's
and
tight.
then it's real tight.
Yeah,
but after doing the math, I was like, hold on, let me do the math here. So it's 4. If I lose that, that's 3. But then it's SWAC, and then it's that, and then it's another one. So if I just pick the games that Mike picks,
then you're safe.
I'm safe.
You're safe.
So I did take Tuskegee. So I am gonna ride Tuskegee. But
all right. Note to Kyra Black. I'm not sending my picks in until the very moment before the show.
Oh man, Dad blasted.
It's all good, baby.
But Alabama State, they're good. Tuskegee is having another down season, unfortunately. But again, Turkey Day Classic is special down there in Montgomery, Alabama. It's a whole lot of fun. Mo Carter came on the show last week and talked about the financial implications of this game, especially when it's these two teams.
Yep.
It's important for that community to have this game, and I'm glad that Tuskegee and Alabama State are able to play.
And it is technically at Alabama State Stadium, right, where they play. It's in Montgomery, right?
It's in Montgomery. I don't think it's Alabama State Stadium. I think that they play
find another spot.
I think it's Crampton. I think they play Crampton Bowl. I think.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
I think that is, but isn't it? That's the big stadium right off the interstate, right?
Yeah.
That's a home game for Alabama State then.
But Tuskegee's
But
around,
Tuskegee's 15
around
minutes
the
away
corner.
too.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. It's a home. It's a home and home. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Everybody's home in Montgomery when you talk Alabama State.
And we got to see if Alabama State has something to play for because their season is essentially over. They didn't get, obviously the calendar wouldn't allow them to get into the playoffs. This is their last game. Have they felt like, okay, we did enough, or are they going to go out and try to run through the finish line? We'll see.
Yeah, they'll run through the finish line, Mike. You ain't never partaken in the Turkey Day.
I'm just saying, Tuskegee got a little more incentive to win this one, though. This is their Super Bowl, right? I mean, this is essentially their game.
Yeah.
So if you upset Alabama State, you win the state, essentially, and you put away all the demons that happened all season long. So I'm giving you hope. I'm trying to give you some hope, man.
I'm telling you, Alabama State wants to win this game also. There's no letdown. There's no look ahead. There's no woe is us. No, it's Turkey Day time. It's a rivalry game. I would argue that Tuskegee is Alabama State's biggest rival.
Okay.
Full disrespect to Alabama A&M, right? Like, I mean that.
Okay.
So, they're up for this. Mm-hmm. They're ready. They're going to come out there and give Tuskegee their best shot.
All right.
And then we'll see what Tuskegee does. All right, next game. What do we got? We got Mississippi Valley State taking on FAMU, and what is a free game now. That's all. This is like, okay, that's one way to go about doing things. Uh-huh. So if you are around Valley, because it's at Mississippi Valley, for those of you who have forgotten, that game was supposed to be played in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, promotion and other things fell through. Mm-hmm. So that game got pushed back to this weekend. Mm-hmm. So it is since Valley was the home team, it's on Mississippi Valley State's campus. And if you are in the area, it's free to get in.
Roll up.
Just free.
Fall through.
Just walk through. It's cool, man. Thanksgiving weekend. What better way to spend it than watching Mississippi Valley State take on FAMU? And we're all on Valley.
And listen, we had to go out right with Ronnie on this one. And FAMU has an incentive there because I think they get a win, they avoid a losing season. Mm-hmm. And Valley needs a win just because, they need to put an exclamation point on what's been a frustrating season in a positive way. So I'm going to go Valley just because I want Valley to win, but we'll see. We definitely will see. I will be intrigued to see how Valley shows up.
I said at the start of the season, they're going to get somebody. We watched that Southern game. It was Valley going to get somebody.
We've been waiting for 11 weeks, man.
Mike, this is the last week. They got to get somebody. They have to, don't they?
They got to. They definitely have to.
FAMU down after that Bethune-Cookman loss as well. So.
And then Ronnie's, did we? I guess we gave her 10 for the rest of the season. So
no, we did not.
We gave her 5. We gave her 10 for the Alabama State.
10 for Alabama State, 10 for Jackson State, 5 for this one.
5 for this one. If she wins this one, they get 5. All right,
last game up. Mike, you know something about this, don't you?
I do.
Grambling State, Southern. Bayou?
And it frightens me because Southern is way down, right? Mm-hmm. This is going to be Southern's worst season. I think Mo told us in maybe only the third time in their franchise history that they will not finish with more than 2 wins or something like that, right? So it's one of those cases where Grambling has to win this game. They just have to. They can't lose to Southern in another situation like this. Bayou Classic is always a tricky game. It's one of the best atmospheres in college football across any sport, across any any division. And I think Grambling is going to go ahead and take it. We got the burp, the belch, the fart out of our system with that suspension game last week. We got to go ahead and put the icing on the cake with this one right here against the Southern Jaguars at the Bayou Classic.
All right, we got more on the other side. We'll talk some about some of our favorite coaching jobs from this season as the regular season is winding down. We got that, and Quinn Gray is up next. Yes. Shout out to Albany State. We'll talk to him on the other side right here at HBCU Huddle in the Built Ford Tough Studios on Grind City Media.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All three of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Grizz Nation, don't foul out on dinner plans. Hit Sticks Express in downtown Memphis instead. Fresh hibachi, steak, shrimp, sushi tacos, and yes, our legendary sake slushy to keep things cool. Order online with code STIX901, STIX901, and knock 10% off your tab. It's the perfect pick and roll for game night. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk. And hey, come see us at our Collierville location too.
Welcome back in HBCU Huddle. CJ and Mike are here. Ronnie is out black downstairs. We ended the show, not the show, last segment talking about some of our favorite coaching jobs. Quinn Gray has had a tremendous season at Albany State. He's led Albany State to their first 10-win season since 2010, led them to their first playoff win since 2010. Albany State is top 5 in third down defense, total defense, rush defense, scoring defense, and turnovers gained. Coach Gray is on now. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach. I hope everything's going well game week.
Today's being our first day of preparation, so we had a great morning of practice, and just looking forward to the opportunity.
Coach, man, it's been a long time, man, but good to see you. It's funny calling you Coach, man, because I remember when you were 19 years old playing for Coach Billy, and that fantastic FAMU team, that record-setting FAMU team that got as far as any HBCU has gotten in the Division I AA playoffs at that time. You were the quarterback of that team, man. So first and foremost, great to see you, man. You're looking great. Grown man now with a grown family and everything going well for you. I wanted to ask you, though, the season that you guys have put together, CJ just mentioned the defensive accolades. You're an offensive guy, one of the greatest quarterbacks that have ever come through the Division I AA ranks. What's been the key to that balance that you guys have had on both sides of the ball, specifically this season?
I think the key to it, man, is our kids trusting each other, and they trust in what we're trying to do from a coaching staff in terms of giving them the keys to the car. You know what I mean? So for us as coaches, the one thing that I can put my finger on that has given us the opportunity to be in this situation is the trust that's within this program, the trust from the coaches and the players to the coaches, and then they trust each other as each other as not wanting to let each other down. So when it comes down to it, yes, our defense has been playing tremendously well, and we expect them to continue to do that. But offensively, we've been doing some good things as well. We started the season off averaging over 45 points a game. I think right now we're down to about 36, 35 points a game offensively. defensively. We're in the top 20 in the nation in third down conversions and things of that magnitude. So for us, and we're averaging somewhere around 430, 440 yards a game from an offensive standpoint. So we've tried to put this thing together in a totality from an offensive, defense, and special team standpoint by gaining trust in our players, gaining trust from our players, and then also just having them trusting each other and building the relationships that they need to build to make sure that they don't let each other down.
Absolutely. You don't get to this point in the season into the second round of the D2 playoffs by not being great at both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Coach, you beat Valdosta State, who is sort of the neighborhood bully, so to speak, in that region, one of the pillars of D2 football when you think about it. You beat them, you run through the SEAC 11-1. What's this moment meant for you as a coach and as a man?
It really just a testament of the work that our young men have put in, and my assistant coaches have the dedication that they've had to this program. For me, I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for my assistants and for the players and the work that they've done. So while the accolades and the praise comes a lot to the coach and a lot of blame comes to the coach, a lot of the praise when it comes down to it, it has everything to do with the players and the assistant coaches, because again, I sort of kind of pride myself on making sure that I have coaches around me that I feel are as smart, if not smarter, than I am when it comes down to the game of football, and then also trying to put these young men in the best situations to be successful in life. So, it's just been a culmination of everything coming together: the community support, the university support from my administration, and then our guys just really locking in this year, man, and doing the things that was necessary to put ourselves in a great situation to win football games.
We're joined by Albany State head coach Quinn Gray, number 1 seeded Albany State as they matriculate through the Division II playoffs. CJ, you did a great job lining up how their season went. They were also beating Florida A&M at halftime of that game. The one loss that they had, the one loss was to Florida A&M, which was obviously an emotional game for Coach Gray because that's where he played and set a lot of records in Tallahassee at Bragg Memorial Stadium. Coach, when you talk about having that number 1 seed, though, what does that speak to in terms of the growth? 5 HBCUs represented in the Division II playoffs this season, which was a record. Now, only one of you guys are going to advance, but somebody from the HBCU is going to advance to the third round in this situation. How does that speak to sort of the proliferation and the improvement that we're seeing across these programs on the HBCU?
Mike,
ranks?
you said 5 HBCUs. Hell, 3 of them from Coaches Conference, from the SEAC, Albany State, Benedict, and Kentucky State.
Now, Mike, you took me back just now with proliferation. Coach Billy Joe, you know what I mean, back in the big words, boy. But to be honest, Mike, the history that we've made this year as HBCUs getting into the the Division II playoffs is nothing short of amazing. To be able to represent HBCUs in this realm, it means a lot to us and it means a lot to our players, to be honest with you. But, it just really speaks volume of the jobs that we're doing on the HBCU level where I think in the past, HBCUs may have gotten overlooked in terms of the jobs and the coaching jobs that has been taking place, because there's been some great coaching and some great development that has taken places on HBCU campuses, but they were just, to me, they were overlooked and they weren't given as much credit that I think was due to them. So for that, with the ability to sort of kind of secure 5 spots in the Division II playoffs was nothing short of amazing, and we're definitely honored and look forward to the opportunity to continue on in these playoffs, and represent the HBCU realm as best we can.
Man, I remember he talked about Coach Billy Joe, the Hall of Famer, obviously with FAMU, remarkable coach. And I remember when Quinn was playing, and we talk to Quinn after games and things of that, and he would almost talk just like Billy Joe talk, right? And Quinn would recognize these 2 phrases. Billy Joe used to always use the word plethora, plethora, right? And nobody else in the world says plethora like Billy Joe, right? And then Quinn picked up things of that nature. Things that he would try to switch it up every now and then, go things of that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? So I remember those days vividly, man. Quinn, and you know, again, man, it's just great to see your growth there. I wanted to ask you this because you did have a stopover coaching as an assistant on this Memphis Grizzlies staff in the quality control area. What did that stopover in Memphis do, and how did that help you become even a better coach and see the game at that level? And obviously you're at Albany State now, but how does that sort of shape what you see for yourself both now and into the future as a head coach?
Well, what it did, Mike, was it gave me an opportunity to see how things work on a different level. Because as a HBCU grad and as a HBCU lifer, for lack of a better term, it gave me an opportunity to see things from a different side. It gave me an opportunity to see how things worked on the highest level of collegiate football. So coach gave me an opportunity to come there and really sink my hands into the program and learn what it was that he was doing as a leader. Coach Silverfield, I owe him so much for that opportunity because he treated me like a person that was a head coach in waiting. He gave me access to certain things that he didn't give access to other folks. And, you know, as an analyst, I was just a senior offensive analyst, and for the access that I had to him and to the things that he gave me access to, I think, you know, he may have saw something in me that helped get me to where I am today, that I didn't necessarily see happening as soon as it happened. Because you're talking about, I took the job in January of 22. And in November of 22, I was making a decision to be a head coach on a collegiate level. So the ability to see how things work from a financial aspect, and then also to see how things work from handling different situations with players, handling how to hire coaches, quality coaches, and put yourself in the best situation to put your program in the best look and best situation was something that I'll never forget, and I hold tremendously close because Coach Silverfield, he called me out of the blue from a relationship that we had when he was at Jacksonville University as a GA, and he remembered when I was playing with the Jags, you know, how I treated him when they came and watched us practice way back in 2003. So again, when it comes down to this business of coaching, and you know, you hear all the times how much relationships matter, and I truly believe that, and that's really how and why I had the opportunity to be there in Memphis at the University of Memphis with the Tigers and Coach Silverfield giving me that opportunity. But you know, it's tragic that I didn't get a chance to see you, man, and hang with you and get a chance to catch up with you. Because had I known, I would have, you know, because I'm trying to figure out how you keep that fountain of youth, because you look like what is going on over there?
Hey, man, we're going to definitely catch up because, hey, listen, man, ride this as far as Albany State can take it. But, man, you got a bright future. And I'm already lining you up for stuff. But, you know, no disrespect to Albany State because you got both feet on the ground there and you're doing a tremendous job. But we definitely going to see you down the line. And we're going to make up for lost time, brother, for real.
That's right. I sure appreciate it, man.
Coach Gray, we'll get you out of here on this one. Otherwise, we'll talk to you all day. And you're a busy man. You got to get ready for a playoff game. One thing, or what are some things you want people to know, not just about yourself and your football program, but about Albany State and the surrounding area? A whole lot of people aren't familiar with Albany, Georgia. I remember I came in contact with a bunch of people from Albany because some of their students in high school ended up at Tuskegee, and that's where I graduated from. So I've kicked it in Albany State and hung around. What are some things that you want people to know about the program, the university, and the community?
Well, to be honest with you, man, you're talking about the home of Ray Charles. You're talking about the university, the largest HBCU in the state of Georgia. Our president, Dr. Scott, believes wholeheartedly in making sure that we are student-centered and doing the things that we need to do to make sure our students are successful here. Our athletic director, Dr. Christine Kelly, believes in creating legacies for our student athletes and making sure that they have the best experience known to man, whether it's a Division II or not. We try to make sure our athletes are treated just like any other Division I student athlete with the things that we try and do for them. Obviously, from a resource standpoint, we can't do some of the things, but we try and do whatever it is that we can to make sure that our student athletes and all of our students have great experiences here while on campus. But Albany, Georgia is one of those hidden gems where the community is tremendous. They support this university and this school more than any other. A lot of other HBCUs have in terms of support from community and all that good stuff. But you're talking about a school that went through 4 major floods, 100-year floods that they said would never happen. You're talking about the university that went through those things, and that hence the reason we're called the unsinkable, indestructible Albany State University. So with that, there's a rich history and rich tradition here at Albany State, and we're just trying to make sure that the 2025 Golden Rams adds to that legacy that we have here. You're talking about before this year, 16 SIAC football championships, 1 national championship from an HBCU level, now having 17 national championships. And hopefully, with the voters and how they look at things from an HBCU level, we have an opportunity to win a D2 HBCU national championship this year. So we'll see how that goes. But we're looking forward to this week competing against Benedict because, again, like you say, you got 2 SIAC teams in the second round of the playoffs. And that's something that really is rarely happened, if ever. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to represent HBCUs as a whole, and then whoever is fortunate enough to come out of this thing, continue to represent HBCUs to the fullest.
Coach Quinn Gray, we wish you best of luck, man, except for when those Golden Rams play them Golden Tigers. If you could do me a favor and ease up on my boys, I'd appreciate it, Coach.
They gave us a good game when they came down here, man. We beat them 7-3, but, my man James, he's going to put things together. Had a bunch of injuries this year, played with some young guys, and those guys will have that experience that's going to help him in the future. So I'm looking forward to him getting things back on track and getting things on the roll. Hopefully he can start this weekend against Alabama State.
There you go.
Coach Quinn Gray, good luck to you this week. We'll talk to you next time, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you guys having me, man, and good luck.
All right.
So from one potential Coach of the Year candidate, we got a couple more we're going to discuss on the other side. Mike, we'll get to the ballots, the poll, and we will get to our culture maker this week as we look ahead to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here on Grind City Media in the Built for Tough studio.
Check this out. Last season in the NBA, there were 139 40-point games. We're like 5 days in, 6 days in, and we have had 16 already. It is on pace for over 300 40-point games.
Holy crap.
Sheesh. That would be the pace.
Yeah.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. We are so excited to be joined in studio now by Memphis Hustle head coach Rob Santacola. How excited are you for this to all get started?
Super excited. It's something that I think I've done for 20 plus years. So excited about that and just helping our group kind of progress. And it's been fun to watch.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's early, but top 4 in win shares per 48 minutes in the NBA right now, Cedric Coward is in that group. Do you want to know who else is in it?
Who?
Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like that company.
That means the American player with the highest win share per 48 minutes, Grizz rookie Cedric Coward.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just a ham. You're the other white meat. MJ, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at JeffDunham.com.
Welcome back. Can you share that story? That's an insane story, Mike. HBCU Huddle. We're talking during the break. We're just going back and forth. Man. And Mike shares an incredible story.
Yeah, man. We just had Quinn Gray. Shout out again. Thanks for Quinn Gray, man. We go back 20 plus years, and it's good to see him matriculate. He will be one of the hottest coaching commodities at any level coming up really, really, really soon. But shout out to what he's doing at Albany State. But I was telling CJ during the break, man, that back at FAMU, Billy Joe, the head coach, legendary coach, who played in the NFL and coached at every level, used to tell us, man, Quinn Gray, this young boy, Quinn was a red shirt freshman. This young boy I got coming up next has the strongest arm of any quarterback I've ever seen. And I've been in the NFL and all these places. So one day we're at practice, and Quinn Gray is kneeing down. He's taking one knee at the 50-yard line at Bragg Stadium. And he's throwing a football through the air 60-plus yards through the goalpost. So it was almost like, just imagine kicking a field goal from the 50-yard line. But he was on one knee throwing.
With his arm.
With one arm. He didn't have any legs.
Step.
It took the legs away. That's why he was on one knee. Because he didn't. Most people can throw it with a step. He did it just like this and going, boom. Like tossing it. He tossed it 60-plus yards. That's how strong of an arm Quinn Gray had back in the day. No wonder he set all those records, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Great talking to him.
Yes.
Look forward to seeing where his career takes him and what happens this weekend. When we talk, we talk during the weekend, during weekends, after games, before games. We do all of that. We were talking some about some of our favorite coaching jobs this season. Not necessarily coach of the year types of things, but just like the job coaching that this person did was so spectacular. Who stands out to you this year? Is it Quinn Gray?
It's Quinn Gray. And I had to go back and do the research, too, because, initially you want to say Deshaun Jackson, and he deserves it. He's done a great job. Prairie View's coach done a great job getting that team back to where they needed to get to so fast. But when you break down what Quinn Gray did, Albany State would be undefeated if they could have held that second half lead going into FAMU. And FAMU was playing desperate. They were playing up a level on the road when FAMU still had a lot to play for. So they're basically a half away from a perfect season at the Division II level, and they're going to the second round of the playoffs. How do you top that resume? I mean, it's a lot of guys out there, but I would say Quinn Gray will be mine for the personal and for what I see on his resume this season.
No doubt it's a tremendous coaching job. You brought up Deshaun Jackson, who we hadn't had a chance to talk about just yet. Let's go ahead and do it now. South Carolina State is going to the one half of the Celebration Bowl thanks to their win over Delaware State. Listen, be wrong to call that game and the results, not the game itself, but the results of that game, anything less than disappointing. You got a chance to win your conference and a chance to go to the Celebration Bowl on the line and you lose it, that's going to be disappointing, right? But if you contextualize what Deshaun Jackson has done in his first year at Delaware State, leading the Fighting Cowards to their first winning season since 2012, first 8+ win season since 2007, and leading the nation in a couple of different statistics, one of them rushing yards per game at 291 rushing yards per game. I can understand why people, when they think about this year from a coaching standpoint, immediately his name comes up, like just first off top is the Deshaun Jackson.
No question about it, and he deserves it. So, again, if you give it to him, well-deserved, right? Chinnisbury and South Carolina State.
We're not giving the award away. It's just coaching jobs that stood out to us. We've got time because the season's not done.
Yeah, if it's one job that you point to and say, oh, my goodness, this was completely unexpected. What an amazing job. I don't know if anyone else could have done it. That's the guy. Deshaun Jackson is the guy when it comes to that, because Delaware State was in the cemetery, man. They were in the doldrums when it came to winning. You know what I mean? They listen, man. You talk 2012 and then 2007. Was Kyrie even born then?
She was. Ronnie wasn't.
Yeah, Ronnie. Okay.
Man, I think Ronnie was 7 in 2007 and 12 in 2012.
Yeah. So that kind of gives it away when she was born, right? But yeah, remarkable job by Deshaun for sure.
Some of these coaches, I feel like we don't talk about them because the expectations are high for them, right? Yeah. Chennis Berry in South Carolina State going to back-to-back Celebration Bowls, back-to-back MEAC champions.
In his first 2 years at that job.
In his first 2 years, but they were picked to win the MEAC. And so I don't think that we give him enough credit for the things that he's accomplished. But go back the 2 years before he got to South Carolina State when he was at Benedict. 4 years. 4 straight postseason appearances for Chennis Berry at Benedict and South Carolina State. He hasn't lost a conference game in either the MEAC or the SEAC in 4 years, Mike Wallace. It's been 5-4. You have to go back to 5 years to find a conference loss from Coach Berry. He led Benedict to back-to-back SEAC championships in 22-23. He just led South Carolina State to back-to-back championships in 22 and 23. Mike, that's incredible. That is a damn good football coach right there. And we had questions about what he would be and what it would take to fill in for Coach Buddy Pugh, a legend, not just at South Carolina State, but a legend in the HBCU ranks. To fill in for him to replace that and the success of that program, he steps in and they don't miss a beat. And in fact, he takes it up a notch.
No, he take it up a notch. I mean, he took it up 2 notches because, as great as Buddy Pugh has been at South Carolina State, they were on the decline. And for him to take that team back and get right there as a rookie coach and not rookie, but first year on the job. I mean, Chennis Berry, again, these guys are great coaches regardless of where you put them. Yeah. And that speaks to the level of, just the talent and the temperament that they have, knowing how to lead these men, man, these young men. So it's going to be great to see how this plays out because South Carolina State is coming for blood this time. They're already there. They punched their ticket to Atlanta. They're the first team that got their reservation set. And we'll see if they can get over the hump this time, no matter who comes out of the SWAC. But great job by Chennis.
Jackson State, we'd be remiss not to mention T.C. Taylor, another one of those coaches who I think if he was someplace else he'd be wildly successful.
Yes.
But the expectations for Jackson State coming into this season where, they're supposed to win the East Division, they're supposed to win the SWAC, and hell, honestly, they're supposed to win the Celebration Bowl. And he has lived up to that so far, Mike.
Yes. And remember, CJ, 2 years ago, after that first 7-4 season, I had the gall to say, you know what, this guy might be on a hot seat coming off of that 7-4 season his first year because the expectation was so high. And what did he do? He met it, exceeded it, and he has this team playing the way that they need to play. He's a local guy. He played there at Jackson State. He's coached there. And it's just great to see. He's one of only 2 coaches, as I said before, in Jackson State's history that won as a player and one as a coach. And this guy's just done a remarkable job, man. And you're right. If he was anywhere else except for Jackson State's legacy, he would have, and he will have it. I think he still has that. And I think the sky the best is yet to come.
Yeah, it's just that when we talk about great coaching jobs in HBCUs and when we talk about great coaching jobs in the FCS and just in general in sports, we almost knock the people who we thought were going to be great for being great.
Yep.
Right? Like we
discount their greatness because they met expectations. And we set the bar so high. Yeah.
But when you hit that bar, if the bar is set up here, as I try and stay in frame, if the bar is set up here and you hit the bar, there's something to be said about that. Because a whole lot of teams falter with expectations. And T.C. Taylor has Jackson State 1 win away from being able to compete for a back-to-back Black College Football National Championship, and that's huge. That's huge for that program and for him coming off of this season and last season as well. Other notable coaching jobs that stand out to me, Mike. Chris Dishman, remember how that coaching search went for Texas Southern?
Yep. Yep.
First winning season since 2000. 2000.
That's when Ronnie was born.
Yeah, that's when Ronnie was born.
Yeah, she was born.
Ronnie,
Yep.
Ronnie, I don't think has lived to see a Texas State winning season. Texas Southern, winning season till this year.
Until this year.
This year.
Yep.
Raymond Woody Jr.
Yes,
got Bethune-Cookman, their
yes,
first
yes.
winning season, and their first win
Over
against
FAMU.
FAMU since 2019.
In 4 years, 5 years.
So pre-pandemic, this is Bethune's first winning season post-pandemic and first time beating FAMU post-pandemic. You got Maurice Flowers and Felton Huggins Jr. leading Johnson C. Smith and Kentucky State, respectively, to their first ever playoff appearances.
Man.
There's some good coaches in the HBCU ranks, man.
Yes.
It's great to see.
Yes. And all of those guys right there had put together historic seasons, as you laid out right there, CJ. And Raymond Woody, man, like I wasn't sure if he was going to last there at Bethune-Cookman because I didn't think they were going to do what they needed to do. You talk about controversies. That was a controversy
Another one
coming
of
off their
those.
coaching hire. And for him to do that in just 2 years in, man, remarkable job. That's almost like a Deshaun Jackson light type job there that he's done.
It took him. Deshaun Jackson came in, boom, immediately. Shannon Berry comes in, boom, immediately. He's built that. That has taken some time based off of where they were and how that search happened and the stain
2 years ago
that kind of put on the program to now where it is okay. There's something down there in Daytona Beach. Be on the lookout for it in the SWAC East. It's time for the ballots, Mike.
Yep.
Let's get mine going first. I got Jackson State, Alabama State, South Carolina State, Delaware State, Prairie View A&M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Albany State comes in at number 6 for me. Then we go North Carolina Central, Grambling, followed by Johnson C. Smith and Coach Woody's Bethune-Cookman.
There you go. I don't have anything to say about that. Like, I agree 100% with what you have there. The only thing that
you can't say you don't. You agree with 100%.
The only thing that I'm pushing back, I'm suppressing the inner contrarian in me to say that I might have South Carolina State above Alabama State.
That's fair.
That is fair. But I'm not there yet.
Okay.
So I love that list. That list is perfect the way it is right there.
That is a fair point. South Carolina State does have a win over number 4 and number 7 in my ballot. Whereas Alabama State has wins over number 5 and I do believe number 8. Alabama State played Grambling.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
they have those ones. I'll double check that. But so yeah, I see your point. I understand
but
that.
I wouldn't. Like I said,
and you got to give South Carolina State, give the Bulldogs some credit for winning their conference as well. But it all worked itself out because they go out there and they win the Celebration Bowl. Guess what? They're number 1.
They're number 1. They're finishing number 1.
All right, as we take a look at our media poll this week, shout out to Donald Ware, cousin of the program. Jackson State, 15 people have voted for Jackson State number 1.
What happened? What happened to them ballots, man? I got to see what happened to them. We got to investigate them ballots. Because last time I checked, Alabama State hadn't lost since more people had them number 1. Last time I checked, Jackson State hadn't dominated, but they won, but they hadn't dominated since they were number 2. So something happened. I don't know what happened with the voting, but some people got some common sense and said, all right, Jackson State did beat Alabama State, so we got to make this right. Shout out to Donald Ware for making it right.
Shout out Donald Ware, man. Jackson State, 15 first place votes. Alabama State, 5 first place votes. Then you go South Carolina State at number 3 with 2 first place votes. Prairie View A&M. Albany State is there at number 5. Delaware State is at number 6. Albany State, Mike brought it up earlier. They got themselves 1 first place vote. Then we got North Carolina Central at 7. Johnson C. Smith at 8. Benedict 9. Grambling State at 10. So that is your media poll through week 13. Before we get out of here and go to break, culture maker time, Mike. Sound of Dyn-O-Mite. For those of you who don't know, you probably know, you just don't know, you know. Formerly the show band from Southland and formerly the Band of Distinction. That's Alcorn State's band. They're the world-renowned GG's, Golden Girls' first dance line to perform with the band as a featured squad. And they're one of 11 marching bands performing at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this year. So clap of the hands for them. It's going to be great. They sent out this tweet, all of the support of the band members and the band and the university before they hit up to New York. It's going to be great to see. I love the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I don't want to tip my hand too much about the Pick 6 that we got coming up next, but I will be keeping an eye out for the sound of Dyn-O-Mite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big time atmosphere up there in New York. I was up there during the parade time before, and it's just it's one of those bucket list items that you have to check off if you can get a chance to get up there for that parade.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll talk about that more on the other side. We got our pick six, our favorite holiday family traditions coming up on the other side. HBCU Huddle, built for a tough studio, Grind City Media.
Michaelese, it's Gary Parrish, and I think I owe you a congratulations. Do I have this right? Another hole-in-one for you?
Yeah, I was playing by myself. Hit the green, it went in, and I just, I looked dejected because there was no one there to witness it with me.
It would be very inexpensive for like every par 3 at a nice golf course to have a camera set up at the tee box.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. NBA released its new All-Star format. It's USA versus the world, which sounds a little scary for USA.
You very clearly aren't proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I'll get a triple-double from LeBron and a big-time 3 from Steph Curry, and I'll gladly stand up.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Look who it is, Brooks Monahan's here. Undefeated 16-0-3, and now heading into the NCAA tournament undefeated.
I couldn't be prouder of the kids, you know, but if you would have asked me, if we would have been sitting here back in the summer before we started, and you would have said, you're going to go 16-0-3, I would have thought you were, you know, I would have told you were crazy.
You thought this was a rebuild year.
Yeah, I hate using the word rebuild, but yes.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Welcome back in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. Ronnie is gone. She started her vacation a little early. Mike stuck around for me. Black is gonna get out of here real soon. I'm CJ. We're here. I'm calling. Like, doesn't that make her sound like real hard, real cool?
It does.
Like that's a homie Black down there running everything, man.
Like she's straight from the hood.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like she hood rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
1,000% so. 1,000% so. Let's get going. This week's pick six. We've been doing Thanksgiving themed pick sixes this month because it is the month of Thanksgiving. So I figured we keep this going with our favorite holiday traditions. Any holiday, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Juneteenth, Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Arbor Day, whatever, Indigenous Peoples Day, whatever it is. If it's a holiday and your family got a tradition, Mike, we wanted to rank our favorite family holiday traditions. I'll let you get started, Mike. What are your six?
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Kyra, if you could throw all 6 of mine up, right?
Okay.
And just throw all 6 of mine up because I want us to all get to ours right there. The Secret Santa picks, like every Thanksgiving, as soon as Thanksgiving is over, when we're cleaning up, after we clean up the plates, we pick who we're going to identify as the person who you're going to get your gift for.
How do y'all identify it?
We just put names in a hat, and then we draw,
okay.
right? And you can get other gifts for other people, but that's the special person that you identify as the gift that you're going to get for that person. And so that's always the Secret Santa thing. 5, we always go bowling. Somewhere either around, either be Christmas Eve or the next day. We have a bowling competition. We keep the score. You're the champion until the next family event. So we have like 4 family events each year where it's like the CFP playoff, man, where you got, bowling from that standpoint. Warm weather rotation.
What does that even mean? I saw that.
Yeah, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, we go somewhere. We go to a destination.
Okay.
And it's because for 25 years, my schedule, covering the NBA or covering college football or covering the NFL, I'm always on the road doing one of the holidays or maybe both. So one of them we pick out each year and say, okay, if Dad is in Arizona, we're going to go to Arizona for Christmas.
Nice.
We've done Arizona, we've done LA, we've done Miami, obviously. So we try to pick a warm weather spot either for Thanksgiving or Christmas to go and celebrate that holiday. Number 3, when we're at those locations, you got to get the family Uno tournament.
Got to get the Uno
So
going.
we are a competitive family. We do the bowling, we do the Uno. We open one gift on Christmas Eve, just one. So sometimes we trick them. We make the biggest box, the one that we think they're going to pick, and it might be like a pair of socks in a big-ass box, right? So we do that. We always trick them and get them. And then number 1, we pick the NBA slate of games. So it's almost like a pick 'em, and whoever has the score and the winners right, you qualify for a $100 gift card to wherever you wanted to go to. And you get that every year. So we're a competitive family, but we have those traditions, and I'm proud of those.
Those are good traditions, Mike. I love every single one of them. Let's take a look at Kyra's 6 favorite family traditions. Kyra is going to start with eating black eyed peas on New Year's Eve. That's a damn good one.
Yes.
Kyra, that's a damn good one at number 6. Number 5 for Kyra, watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Watching NBA on Christmas Day is number 4 for Kyra. Opening first gift on Christmas Eve.
We might be related.
Number 3, Christmas karaoke party.
Oh, yes.
At number 2.
Yes.
And then number 1, the Christmas Eve party.
Cool.
And listen, I know those blacks, boy, they like to partake in libations. So I'm sure that the drink is flowing. Kyra is in my ear about how much she can't wait to get home to partake. When you get partaking in the libations, when you get home, tell your auntie I said, hey. Tell your mama I said, what's up, too.
We might have to combine our Christmas celebrations, man. I might have to go to Kyra's house for our next Christmas. Yeah, we got to alternate. We got to get Kyra in the rotation with our Christmas visits.
Let's go Ronnie's next, Kyra. Yep. Ronnie's pick 6 favorite family traditions. She loves the drama.
Yeah, that's true.
The gossiping. My family always.
The family fights, somebody getting drunk, somebody, yep.
I don't ever get to know family gossip, right? They don't tell me. They tell everybody else, and then it gets back to me. It's like, oh, we thought you knew. How was I supposed to know when didn't nobody tell me?
Yep.
Number 5, opening the Christmas gift the night before. We do not have that tradition.
Okay.
I wish we did. Number 4 is the spade/bones game.
Yep,
that makes sense.
Yep.
Battle of the Cousins, ultra competitive family prayer before the big meals.
Good one, Ronnie.
And Ronnie loves to partake in libations, dog.
That's funny. That's number 1 on her list. And remember, we had to educate her on what libations was 3 months ago, and she got that number 1 on her list. There we go.
Ain't stopped saying libations since, Mike. Ain't stopped saying them. All right, my 6 favorite family traditions. The cousins walk. But we don't walk. We just step outside, and we don't also do what typical cousins do on the walk. We don't smoke or anything like that. We just get away from our parents for a little bit and catch up. You can be louder and you can say bad words when your parents aren't around. I'm damn near 40, Mike, and they get mad at me if I swear. And all I do is swear when I talk. So I got to get out there and talk to my cousins where we can curse profusely. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is number 5 for me. I love that parade. That parade ends, and I know it's Christmas time. I also know when that parade ends, it's time for lunch. More on that a little bit later. NBA on Christmas is 4. NFL on Thanksgiving is 3. Love watching those. I will sit down all day with family and watch those 2 events. The itis nap. After you eat all that good food and got to go to sleep. And you might say, CJ, what time are you eating? You know, how you getting a nap in eating? Well, we eat holiday dinner for lunch.
Okay.
We start eating at 11.
Okay.
If it ain't done by 11:30, something went terribly wrong. Like, we are sitting, my cousin is doing Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to go down and kick it with her. Shout out to Janae. She talking about come through at 3.
Ooh.
At 3?
Ooh.
No, I'm supposed to be on my 3rd plate at 3.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be waking up from a nap at 3. No, ain't no way in hell it's supposed to be at 3, Mike. So we gon' I'm the older cousin, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can pressure her and bully her into changing
that time.
Change that time, man.
Yeah.
Move it up 4 hours. You're gonna be up cooking anyways. Anyways, you start cooking the night before.
Yep.
Hey, come on, move that up some.
Yeah.
So those are mine, Mike.
3 is the after nap meal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 3 is the after nap meal. So yeah. Holiday dinner for lunch, man. I love this. I love all of our lists. I love all of our lists because you see, for the most part, there's overlap in all of them.
Yeah.
And that tradition is unlike any other, man. Black Christmas, Black Thanksgiving, any Thanksgiving, any Christmas is a blessing. So wishing you guys peace and health, and just, praying for prosperity, man, and health and love all throughout this holiday season.
And as we think about reasons to give thanks, we are, I don't want to speak for you, Mike, but I feel like I can. We're all thankful for you guys watching us every week, man. That'll do it for this week. We'll be back next week on HBCU Huddle. For Mike, for Kyra, for Ronnie, I'm CJ. Everybody take care.